What is up, everybody? I'm very excited, man. Baseball is finally upon us tomorrow. I'm releasing the video today so you guys can have time to watch it and maybe use it to help you, put in some lineups here. We got some great contests to enter tomorrow. Um, and if you, play basketball and you're jumping over to MLB, welcome to the MLB videos. And if you're just strictly MLB, man, that's okay. Just make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, man, so you can keep rocking with us as we're going to be busy all year around here, but definitely love it. So we got 14 games tomorrow in baseball, just a lot of games, a lot of players, but hey, this is what opening day is. This is what it's about. So we got to get into it, man. We're not going to, I'm just going to give you guys, like I say, my top plays here. And then you guys can fill in the rest here. It's just a lot of guys to go over. So I just want to talk about the ones that I like the most and even some of the games that I like the most. But nonetheless, man, let's get right into it here. Um, so at the top here, Scherzer and DeGrom, man, they're both great pitchers, man, great plays as well. But again, probably going to be very, very popular tomorrow. So I really do like a guy like Verlander, 11.4 price tag. You know, sometimes the pitcher is what the position you have to get right, man. Pitcher and like first base, man, and catcher. Those are the ones that you got to strike because you only get one of. But like I said, Verlander's in a very solid spot against Tampa Bay tomorrow. I really do like him in that spot. Let's go down a little bit. Another guy that I think is going to be in a great little spot here. This Yankee game, I just want to talk about it. You guys could really stack Yankees and even the Cubs and Rangers game. They're both in great ballparks here to hit home runs in, and both these teams, man, they hit a ton of home runs. So I would not mind. You're gonna have to figure out a way that you want to go, but I like those games as well. I think those two games are very, very crucial tomorrow. But like I said, nonetheless, another pitcher that I like here, guys, is Bumgarner going against the Padres. Man, he's gonna be on the road. It's a tough matchup, but at the same time, man, this guy's got some good stuff, and I feel like he's gonna be coming into his own this year. Dealt with some injuries up and down last year, so he's gonna be looking to bounce back. And we know when he's on his game, man, this is one of the best pitchers. And he's only a 9.3. He's down a little bit. But like I said, guys, my job is to help find value. That's the whole point of all this, man. And that's what I want to do is help find value for you guys. Because at the top, man, you guys know what you pretty much want to play already. Um, but anyway, so let's get some value here. So if we want to look under, a small price tag of what we're going to pay here, a guy that could be very sneaky here is Zimmerman for Detroit going against Toronto. 7-1 price tag. I think he's going to be in an okay spot. Toronto's got some bats, but at the same time, Zimmerman's an all right pitcher, man. So I would not be surprised, if he has a very solid outing tomorrow. Another guy I think is in a great spot as well is Lure for Padres. He's just 7-2, man. He's going to be at home going against a San Francisco team that's going to be okay this year. I don't think they're going to be overhyped. So I like those two guys as well. Um, and another guy that I think is really, really sneaky here is Stroman, man, for Toronto going against Detroit. I seen this guy, man. He has some good stuff. And last year he had some nice games as well. And for a 6.9 price tag, he'll probably be super low owned against the Detroit team. They have some good hitters. But again, they are on the road and it is in Toronto. So hopefully, man, he could pay that price tag off as well. Let's jump over to catchers first base here. Got a lot of great guys at the top. I mean, like I said, I love Goldschmidt. I love Rizzo. Those guys are all great plays to me. But if we're going to look for some maybe sneaky plays here. So Abreu for the White Sox, man. Like I said, I'm from Chicago. So I know that, both teams really well here. And I love Abreu. He usually starts off really hot of the seasons. And a 3.3 price tag is not too bad for what he's capable of doing. I mean, if any of these guys hit a home run, man, you're already like in very solid position here. So, and that's what he is. He's a home run hitter. So you kind of want to pick guys that got that potential and they got that, power to hit the long ball. So Abreu is very solid, man, for the White Sox. I really do like him here. 3.3 price tag. Another guy that I really like here is Miguel Cabrera as well for Detroit at a 3.3 price tag. This is just a very solid position here. I feel like you don't need to pay too much up here. You can get a guy in the mid 3,000 range. So he's a good play as well. Another good guy I think that I really like here is this Grandel from Milwaukee. You know, he was on the Dodgers last year, played very well for them. Going against the St. Louis team, it's gonna be an okay matchup. But we know Milwaukee, man, they're just a very good hitting team here, and he's a very solid player. They really like him already, and he's only at 2,900. It's not bad at all for this guy, so I really do like him. But my favorite catcher here is gonna be Yadier Molina, man. They really like this guy too. Um, all the pitchers love him catching for them. They say he really gets it. He understands and he helps them a lot. So at that price tag 2.8, I really like him here. You know, it's gonna be a low owned player. I mean, a lot of these guys are gonna be low owned because it's just so many damn games. But Molina's definitely a solid play here, guys, as well. Let's jump over to second base. So if we're going down a little bit, Wakata for the Sox. Love him, man. Last year he had a very solid season, so I'm gonna be playing him as well. 3-1 price tags, not bad at all. So I like that position he's in. Another guy I think is in a great position is Zobrist for the Cubs, going against the Rangers. Like I said, I really like this game. You know, I'm gonna be loving the Cubs bats all year, man. You know, they're gonna put up a ton of runs. So 2,900, you definitely want to stack with some Cubs players for sure. It's not a bad play at all. Another good guy here that I really like, guys, a very, very sneaky play here is going to be Panic, second base for San Francisco. Look at that, 2,300, man. Yeah, he's been a little down lately, but at one point, man, he was one of the best players on that team, and he's a leader on that team as well. So, I mean, maybe he's the off season, he's not plagued by injuries, and he could come back and start the season off right here. But like I said, 2,300, can't go wrong with that guy. You know, it's not like NBA where there's a drop, so you do have to be careful who you're playing. But like I said, all you really do is need these guys to score you some points, man. And then you get to have some guys that hit some home runs, and you'll be up there in the contest for sure. So Panic's definitely a solid play as well. I really like him here. Let's jump over to third base, guys. Arenado, man, we already know he's a beast, but we're going to keep going down, like I said. So Chris Bryant, 3,800. Like I love him in this spot tomorrow. I'm going to have a lot of exposure of this game, period. But he's just going to be in a fantastic matchup with the Rangers, especially if the wind's blowing out, man. That should bode well for them. But like I said, Bryant's looking, he had a kind of a down year last year. So I'm going to be looking for him to come out swinging. Really do like him in this spot. Another guy that's in a very good matchup here is the guy above him, Turner, for the Dodgers. And the 3.8 price tag, they're similar. But we know Turner, man, he's got the power to hit home runs, power to hit singles, doubles, triples. Like, these guys are that good, man. They're that skilled of players at the third base. So I really like both of them here. I'll probably just play Bryant, though, if I had to choose. I just feel like, that matchup and that ballpark is more hitter-friendly. So I like him here. Another guy I think is going to be in a nice spot tomorrow is going to be Cabrera for Texas, going against Chicago. Like I said, I know Lester's pitching for the Cubs tomorrow, but the ballpark, man, is very hitter-friendly. So you're going to want to probably stay away from those pitchers. And I like Cabrera as well, man. I think he's a very solid player. 2.9 price tag is not bad at all for this guy. So definitely going to want to have some exposure to him as well. One of my favorite third basemen, though, tomorrow is Sanchez for the Sox, going against Kansas City. I really like this guy's game. He's got power to hit him out the park, but at the same time, man, he's a very solid hitter. Like, he could easily get you 2-3 hits, possibly a double with a single in there. But he's just a solid player, man. And at that price tag, I'm definitely confident that he could pay that off as well. Another guy I want to talk about quickly is Bodie for the Cubs, going against Texas. This guy really came on strong last year and proved that he belongs in the leagues, in the majors, I should say. And going against this Texas team, man, 2.4 price tag. I really love him here as well. So I think he's just a solid spot. Let's move over to shortstop, guys. Obviously, Baez, great play. Really love him here. But we're just going to go down a little more here. Where's my boy? Simeon for Oakland, man. He's a great shortstop. I really like him. 3,000 price tag is a perfect range where I kind of want to stay. And he's at home. I love playing guys at home. I just think they're going to come out. They're going to feel better. Going against an LA team, they're going to be good. The Angels are going to be good, but their pitching to me is a little suspect here. So I like Simeon here. I think he's a great play. My favorite shortstop here is going to be Anderson for the White Sox going against Kansas City. 2.9 price tag for a guy that can swipe bags easily. This guy is just great at stealing bases, and he's got power to hit home runs. He's a great hitter as well. And in that price tag, man, I really love him in this spot. I'm going to be all over Anderson tomorrow. I definitely tag him in some lineups here. Another shortstop I really like here is Andrews going against the Cubs. Just a great price tag, 2,800 for this guy as well. It's just not enough for what he's worth. But like I said, these are just, you guys got to take advantage of these low price tags, because as the season goes, these guys are gonna, they're gonna get up there, man. And Andrews, I promise you, is gonna be one of them. He's a good hitter, and like I said, this is just gonna be a solid game here. I really expect it to be high scoring, so I like that as well. Let's jump over to outfield. So obviously Mike Trout, great play. Judge, Harper, all those guys are solid plays tomorrow. But if you're trying to save a little bit of bread here, you can go down to these second tier guys like Springer for Houston, going against Tampa. Yeah, Tampa is gonna have their ace going tomorrow. But Springer's just a great hitter, man, and could definitely has the power to hit home runs. So I really do love him in this spot. Um, Galalo is definitely good as well for Texas going against the Cubs. Like I said, it's a very hitter. It's a hitter's ballpark, man. So 3.8 price tag for that. It's kind of high, but he's in a good spot. That Cubs Texas game, I'm telling you guys, I keep talking about it, but it's gonna be a good game. So I really like him as well. Another guy I think is in a fantastic matchup is Nelson Cruz for Minnesota going against Cleveland. Yeah, it's a tough pitchers matchup, but he's been known to knock some aces around. And a 3.8 price tag for a guy that can give you some power, that's what you want. You want some guys that can give you some home runs, and at the same time, maybe even some doubles or singles or something like that, because that's going to get you more points, especially in baseball. Another guy I think is in a great spot is Kane from Milwaukee. I really liked this guy last year, man. He really came in his own as well. He's got some power for sure, but at the same time, man, he's just a great outfielder. Doesn't make a lot of errors, and at the same time, man, like I said, he gets on base. He's a very good guy that can get on base easily. 3,500. Like him in this matchup as well. I think he's just a lock for me too. And then utility, man. Obviously, you're just gonna play whoever you like. That's the position up to you guys. Whatever you think is better. I mean, usually in my utility spot, I kind of want to put either another first baseman in there, or another second baseman or shortstop that we don't get, or third baseman. Since you only get one of those positions, you kind of want to use your utility to have one of those type of guys if there's one or two guys you like in that spot. Um, but yeah, man, that will do it. I'm super geeked for baseball tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some lineups all night tonight. So if you guys got any questions, definitely holla at me, and let's get this season underway.